Hello, sod's law. As soon as I turn the camera on, the sun hides behind some clouds. It's been sunny. I've gone a little bit red. I've been getting outside and topping up my vitamin D these last few days. So, yeah, it's now got a bit warmer, a lot sunnier. We're due for a few days of dry weather and then it's going downhill again. Oh, the sun's coming out, it's going in and out. I've been able to do some retrobrighting yesterday and today. If you don't know what that is, it's just a way of turning old yellowed plastics or coloured plastics back to the original colour, normally white. I've just had some success with an Electrolux 170. I've got so many things to retrobright. I did go into the loft area behind my bedroom because I have a lovely condition green and white Hoover Junior Deluxe I picked up a couple of years ago in December from a local place nearby. They left it outside in a bin liner, but it was in very good condition, but it's gone yellow. And I want it to be gleaming white again, the parts that should be white. And I knew it was in that area of loft, but I had a quick look and it's sort of 2/3 in, and it means emptying out loads of stuff. And I told myself off, I said, Roger, you need to sort out stuff in your bedroom before you start pulling stuff out of the attic space. Because you need space. I need space in my bedroom for the stuff that's coming out the loft. Anyway, I'm hoping we'll have a few more sunny days this year. So I've stocked up on my Astonish Oxy powder from Home Bargains. Or no, actually the last lot I did an Iceland delivery and Iceland sold it, and it was only a penny more than Home Bargains, £3.50 for a reasonable size. So I added 4 of them to my Iceland order. So anyway, we've been out. Mark's gone to Dove Cottage, which apparently is a garden centre. So we were going back to Gordon Riggs, or Gordon Rigg, as you saw from the last episode, but Mark's decided just to go to this local one, get some more plants from there, and then I think he's going to plant the plants. Some of you caught a glimpse of the new garden when I put up a picture on Instagram, but I will show you it in a video once everything's planted. Obviously it's going to take a while for things to fill out, but yeah, Daisy loves going up on the lawn and sunbathing. At the moment they're enjoying a treat, so sort of dried chicken thing, which I didn't realise they're so big. Even with Daisy's 2 teeth, she's managing to get through it, and Molly is as well. So anyway, I came to the conclusion, as much as I don't want to, I'm going to have to get another storage unit or get a bigger storage unit. So this morning we went to the storage unit and I had a word with a chap, and I said, oh, I'm looking to get a bigger storage unit or an additional one, what have you got? So anyway, they didn't have anything on the ground floor. There's a waiting list because my storage unit, apparently it's 75 square something. It can't be square meters because that would be huge. It's classed as a 75 anyway, which is the size of maybe a small garage. Or no, not quite that size. Anyway, I've got a 75 at the moment, which costs me, I think, about £145 a month. And I was hoping to get rid of that, but it's not going to happen at the moment. So, and Mark wants his office back, and I was just thinking recently, it's going to take me ages to sort stuff out in order for him to get his office back quickly. So I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and get a bigger storage unit or an additional one. So what I've done, I've had a word, and I've got a 75 at the moment. I was shown a couple of vacancies upstairs. They do have a lift, but they're upstairs. I think I prefer it upstairs. So vacant, they had a 75, not 75 because they've got a 75. They had 100 and they also had 150. So the 150, if you're good at maths, is double the size of my existing one. So I looked at the 100, I thought, well, it didn't really look much different. Then I was shown the 150 and I thought, ooh, yes, So upshot is I'm getting 150, so I'm doubling. So this, because it's a much bigger unit, obviously we'll be moving all the stuff from my old unit to the new one. Then there'll be loads of space to clear the office, clear everything out of my bedroom that shouldn't be there, clear a bit of the garage, and I might even have some room to start bringing stuff from my mum's loft and putting it into the storage unit. But the thing is, because it's big, I'm hoping to be able to zone it a bit. So right at the back or to one side, I'll have stuff that I don't really want to get rid of yet. And towards the front, I'm going to have stuff that I want to sell that either needs refurbishing before selling, or I need to unbox it and make videos of, because mostly it's vacuum cleaners. There's going to be some other bits and bobs in there as well. I've got a spare toaster in my existing storage unit, a Bosch one, that I bought when I bought a new Bosch kettle. It matches that new kettle, but the old toaster still works, so there's no need to, you know, bring the other one. But it could be the Bosch toaster I've got might be part of a recall, because there's some fault with it. So when we do go and swap stuff over, I'll just check on that toaster just to see if it's one that needs a fix or a refund or whatever. So that's what we're going to do. It'll have to be Mark's off Monday. He gets, I think it's every other Monday off. He's got a new contract with his work. He basically works the same hours, but he gets every other Monday off now. So he gets a long weekend every fortnight. But as I said, he's still working the same number of hours. He's just working longer hours, you know, to make up for that. It was something they launched for managers to give him a bit better work-life balance, because he does. I give him his due. He does work hard, even when he's working from home. He does. He's not sitting there in his fluffy mules, you know, painting his nails and watching daytime soaps, if they are still a thing. I don't know. Or looking at car videos on YouTube. That's what he'd normally do. He does work, and he's good at his job, and he's well respected as far as I know. But he wants his office back. He doesn't want to be working in his bedroom on a chair with his laptop. He wants a desk back. As long as we get the office clear first for Mark's new desk and everything, and then that's all that matters, and then I'll sort of, you know, bit by bit. The other advantage of having a much bigger one, because I think there's going to be room in there to sort. The one I've got at the moment is now, you open the door and it's, you know, you're confronted. There's no floor space. So having a bigger one, I'm hoping there's going to be room. There should be room for me to be in there and sort it. So I'll be able to go up there, either walk, probably just walk up there. Mark got rid of my bike I said, oh, I just, on impulse I said, because I never use it, very seldom. And I said, oh, see if there's a charity that will take it, and, you know, blah, blah. And then I thought, oh no, I don't really want rid of it. And then he got rid of it without me realising. I didn't even have a chance to say goodbye to my bike. And I didn't sob, but I just got a little bit misty-eyed over losing my bike, because, I don't know, there's something about a bike, and you might, you know, if you've got cars you've had for a long time, you might feel a little sort of lump in the throat when you let that car go. Although you're excited about getting something new, it's always, because, you know, cars have memories, don't they? And you can be reminded of, oh, this car took you there, blah, blah, blah. And for my bike, I was grateful to my bike because it allowed me an extra 15 minutes in bed of a morning, and it got me home 15 minutes quicker than it would if I'd walked, you know, when I was working silly hours at Asda. I mean, sometimes it was as early, I think I did a stint when I started at 2 in the morning, and then it went to 3, and then it was, for a long time I started at 4, and then I think it was going to 5, and then before I left I think they were going to change it to 6, only so they didn't have to pay night rate, because I got 1 hour of night rate. I think Asda's gone right down the hill now, apparently, and Mark was in there recently and he said, oh, it's awful. So and I did one home shop with them, and a whole tote of stuff had to be binned because there was a cleaning product, a spray cleaner, that they hadn't checked the top, and it had spilled into the whole thing, and nothing was salvageable. So I won't ever shop at Asda online, or personally I don't think anymore. And I think they're cutting costs. It's got new owners, and I think they're asset stripping it. They're cutting staff hours, and I think they've got rid of the cleaners, so all the staff now have to do the cleaning as well as all the other stuff. So sounds like it's going down the pan. So I think I got out at the right time. So sorry for anyone who has to still work there. I don't know why I was talking about Asda. Why did I start talking about Asda, Daisy? I'm caressing Daisy's ear with my foot as we speak. She loves it. They like an ear tickle, don't they, dogs? I suppose pussies like an ear tickle, maybe, just behind. Daisy likes, most dogs like a scratch behind the ear. I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. Oh yeah, my bike, that was it. So I was grateful for my bike for getting me to and from work, giving me a bit of extra time in bed and getting me home quicker. And oh Daisy, come here, I've knocked the camera because of you. Are you coming up? Oh, you're so demanding. Come here, you. Oh. Oh, you finished it? You do like that dried chicken thing? I bet you did. Yes. So yeah, I used to do my shopping because I had 2 panniers. I told Mark, oh, he left the lights on, but I don't think I'll get a new bike anytime soon. But it had 2 panniers which fitted onto the back rack, which were about the size of a large carrier bag. So I used to do all my shopping at Asda, obviously, because I got discount. So I used to, when I'd finished work, I used to get my trolley, go around, and when they introduced those hand scanner things, they were a boon to me because it enabled me to pack everything into the panniers and my rucksack. Because previously, sometimes I would buy a little bit too much, and then I'd take my carrier bag to the bike storage doodah in the car park and be struggling to get everything in. But when they introduced those scan your own, it was great because I thought, right, I can't fit any more in. I better stop buying. So I used to come back. And when I knew I was going to leave and hand him a notice in, obviously I stocked up while I could. So every day of my last 2 weeks that I was working, I would do a full shop of tins and packets and cleaning stuff and all stuff like that, just to save. And obviously stuff cost a lot less back then as well. Crikey. We went to Lidl. Mark likes Lidl. I'm not keen on Lidl. I used to think Lidl and Aldi were more or less the same, but they're not at all. I prefer Aldi. I got some of those, you know, I like the vegan or veggie sushis. Well, I tried Lidl's version. Ugh. Well, it was edible, but Aldi's one was nicer, more flavour on the, you know, the filling bits. Lidl have it in the Lidl we went to has quite a big bakery section where you can get fresh baked stuff out, you know, which has some nice stuff. And they have similar things. They didn't seem to have as much veggie stuff as Aldi. So yeah, I prefer Aldi. So we went there this morning. Well, first of all we went to the storage unit, had a word with a chap, you know, blah blah blah, and then we just went to Lidl. And then Mark's gone to this garden centre. He's going to see Grace Jones. Do you remember her? Slave to the Rhythm. Well, got some post. Yeah, she's coming to the Peace Hall in Halifax. Yesterday Mark went to see... Oh no, well, last week I went to see Crowded House at the Peace Hall. And then yesterday went to, I don't know if it was Leeds, I think it was Leeds, to some new co-op doodah venue. And he saw, well, Travis. He didn't realise Travis were going. Travis were the opening band. And then, who was it? Was it the Killers? I don't know, he saw some, you know. And tonight he's back to the Peace Hall to see Grace Jones. He saw Blondie. They're all coming here, you know, all the big stars, you know. I've never been to one of the Peace Hall concerts. But yes, it's getting quite a reputation. Lots of, you know, he's going to see Tom Jones soon. So yeah, it's all happening. It's all happening up north. But it's not my cup of tea. We are I booked to see Bethany Nielsen Chapman again. We've also seen the Book of Mormon. I don't know if you've seen that. It's very rude but very funny. I've seen it once before, but we've got better tickets. That's going to be in Bradford in November. Then of course I've got Aber Voyage again in October. So yeah, I thought I'd just have another chat. As I said, I'll show you the garden in another video when Mark's got the rest of the plants and they're actually planted, because at the moment everything's just in pots, not in its final places, you know, position. But yes, I thought I'd share, you know, a bit of a, yeah, I'm a bit red-faced. I did sit outside and had a bit of sunshine. I try to do 20 minutes of sun when it's sunny. I even had my top off in my garden last 2 days, and I do 10 minutes per side. I set the alarm, and I'm on my back. I just take my top off, nothing else, not down to my knickers. Just take my top off. None of that sun cream. Just 20 minutes, as I said, 10 minutes face up and 10 minutes face down, with just to boost my vitamin D, give me a bit of a glow, and then if I go out again, then I put the sunshade up and sit in the shade. But it's nice to sit out there, because I don't think we had much of a summer last year. I don't remember sitting on the outdoor sofa very much last year. I think it was really bad. So I'm hoping, I've even put my summer weight duvet on last night, and then discovered I had 4 duvets and thought, why have I got 4 duvets? So I'm discarding one of them. I mean, really you only need an autumn and a summer one, don't you? 2, but I've got 3. Well, the thickest one I had is 10.5 tog, which was, I was surprised that was the one on my bed. No wonder I was a bit warm. I've got a 10.5, a 7.5, a 4.5 and a 1 tog. So for me, I think I don't need a 10.5. I think 7.5 in this house is more than enough. And if it gets chilly in winter, I'll just pop a fleecy blanket over the top of that. And then at least that way, if I get too warm, I can get rid of the fleecy blanket. And you know, so I think I'll keep my 7.5. I've put on a 4.5. But if we get any really, really hot weather, for a few nights it can get a bit sticky and uncomfortable. Then I've got a 1 tog. It's very thin, but you need something. I mean, I've tried when it's been really, really hot, just to sleep under the duvet cover. But I feel I need a little coverage. So a 1 tog, yeah, and you can get them. A 1 tog duvet is ideal. And I suppose I could combine, if we had a really, really freezing winter, I could pop the 1 tog duvet inside the duvet cover with the 7.5, so it'll make an 8.5 duvet, which will be very warm. And then if it gets really, really cold and we can't afford to heat the house, then one of my many, many fleecy blankets on top of that, and I'm sure I'll be snug as a bug in a rug. So that's it. Just thought another chat for you. Not going to move the camera today, but I just thought let you know what's going on. But I'm sort of quite looking forward to getting this unit. I mean, it is money down the drain. I know it's money down the drain, and I begrudge it. It's my fault though. But I'm just thinking it's going to be worth it for the harmony it's going to bring to the home. And I'll also be able to do more stuff. I'll be able to do more videos because I'm not searching for stuff. I'm not having to move loads of things to get out something. I've got loads of ideas for videos, mainly for my other channel. But I'm thinking, oh, I can't do that one. It's somewhere at the back of the garage. So I want to get to a stage when I know where the stuff is, and it's not going to take me half a day to access it. And so then it'll be worth it. But obviously I still hope to get rid of that storage unit, and the plan is, I think this is a 2-year plan, to have everything I own in this property, either in the garage, in the loft areas, tucked away so you can't see any of it. Just have 1 or 2 vacuums out that I'm using at the time, and everything else behind doors, in the loft, in the garage, but we've still got space as well. And obviously my mum's loft needs to start emptying. There's not as much in there as I thought. I have been getting rid, and I've been looking back at my Instagram when I post up. I put these are for sale on eBay, and I've been looking through all my Instagram, just looking at things, and it's quite surprising how many I have actually got rid of. But of course I have been buying as well. Anyway, I'll go now, folks. I'm sure you're bored to tears. If you've managed to stay to the end, we'll have another of those little code words that you can say. What shall we have? Shall we have something disgusting or something nice? Well, I like something disgusting, really. Oh, crikey. You've put me on the spot now. Well, you haven't. I've put myself on the spot. What could we do? Bollocks. Well, we'll use that. I've probably used bollocks before, but I like the word bollocks. So if you want to comment bollocks, if you've reached the end of the video without falling asleep or wanting to end it all, please comment bollocks, and anything else you'd like to mention that I might have brought up in this video, please comment below. And I will see you all one day for another video, and yeah, there'll be a bit more action in the next one. I'll get the camera off the tripod, and hopefully I'll be showing you something looking a little bit tidier, maybe. But I'll certainly take the camera to my new storage unit, and we'll have a look at that and the process of moving all the stuff from my small unit up the stairs to my new one, and all the space, and then, as I said, there's going to be a few car loads before we can clear everything. And then I could possibly take the camera to IKEA one day, have a quick look around IKEA, not this big camera, a more discreet one, while Mark chooses. Well, I'll help him choose. I'm not having a huge desk, but you know, it's not a huge room, just a nice little desk and a nice chair, so we can go in there when he's working from home and close the door, and it'll be fine and dandy like sugar candy. So don't forget. No, I don't want bollocks anymore. This'll trick some folk. Some folk will be commenting bollocks and I haven't finished. I'm going to have fine and dandy. Fine and dandy. If you want to put like sugar candy, you can, but fine and dandy will be sufficient at the end. If you, in the comments, if you've managed to watch this, but if you've fallen asleep, and I know a lot of you use my videos to help you sleep, I'm grateful that you enjoy them enough. But please, when you wake up, watch what you've missed when you fell asleep, perhaps. But can you imagine falling asleep to my voice? I could be putting all sorts of subliminal messages into your head. I'll think about that for the next video. So thank you. I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.